welcome to One Spiritual Love Church. Thank you for being a part of my congregation. Now we can always devote more of our time to time, or we can devote more of our time to money. This is our choice. Now when we do 50-50, just like in a marriage, 50-50 creates balance. Now, I work for the government, and I have 33 years as a professional heavy equipment operator, truck driver, landscaper. I chose my position in my career since I was 5 years old. I already knew who I am, what I'm doing, and where I'm going. And of course, everything has worked out that way because it's a lot of hard work. And you must balance your work life and your home life. It's two different worlds. Do not bring them together, or you will then intoxicate one or the other. They are two separate worlds, must be completely separated constantly, 24/7. In 24 hours, you have 12 hours home life, 12 hours work life. Yes, it's called travel, and you got to get dressed, and you got to go to the store to buy clothes for the job. You see what I'm saying? 12 hours, all right? That's how you work it. Now, with my job, as with all things in life, I'm also studying on the side. Now, with study, I changed my major in college 11 times. So with study, you are studying life, you are studying career, you are studying jobs, so you're constantly studying. So for me, I took a class once on 7 different avenues of investing in the stock market. I have tons of books. I have 4 different business planning for 5 different businesses. So it's a lot of work in the area you desire in either time or money. So with 7 different avenues, is too high, too medium, too low. And I don't do stock investing, but I do different other types of investings. Now you could do your T-bills, your CDs, money markets, so on and so forth. And as you understand, there are 2 highs. That would be a 6-month of electronics and whatnot, to where it's matured, and then you sell it or you keep it rolling. All right, so you got 2 highs, 2 medium, 2 lows, and 1 something else. 2 highs is 6 months. 2 medium is 2 years. 2 lows is 5 years, and 1 is long term, because you want to create long term for your retirement after your age, because you make all your money, and by the age of 72, the government will start deducting in taxes. So you must know how to invest your funds and never put all your eggs in one basket. So when I retire, I will actually have 8 different avenues, not 7. Now I have a 403B, which is like a 401k. It's because I'm a government employee. And I have a Roth IRA. I will be opening a IRA, because that's the traditional. And then a Roth IRA is for the younger generation. And then I have the HSA. I have 2 of those. That's health savings accounts. And then I'm getting ready to open a traditional IRA, as I said, and a 401k, plus a few other different avenues of investing. So this way that when you get to a certain age, you have to roll it from one account to another account. So say I'm going to roll my Roth IRA over into my HSA at age 65. And then you just keep doing that. You just play the numbers game until you reach 72. And then by then, everything has to be invested in one account that can't be touched. And I know what that is, but I'm not telling you. So you have to learn, when you have an employer, it's not always about how much money you're making every payday. It's about the benefits. How much time do you get for sick? How much time do you get for a vacation? How much time do you get for personal leave? How much time do you get for this and this and this? And when you are working for a particular company, you can get 100% matched of your money that you invest. The company will also invest, all right? So if I'm putting in my 403B, say $100, the company invests 100% same as that $100, all right? So now you got $200. Now, turn around and do a little more. They're going to add a little more. The second year, it's only 90%. Third year, it's 80%. So you don't just look at the paycheck. You're looking at, oh my God, you got sicker than a dog. Dude, like COVID swung around, you need 2 weeks off. Who's going to be paying for that? Now, the fact I'm in my company for so long, when I got cancer, the first 4 months that I was on medical leave, I had enough time invested in personal time, vacation time, and sick time. I got 4 months right up front of what I had invested in myself. The other 4 months then came out of TDs, that's temporary disabilities. When you get your PDs, that's permanent disability, and that's when you are a percentage of disability, and then you start collecting disability and Social Security. Those are permanent. That's your PDs. So, start investing in yourself. And with stock investing, you can do it at $25 a month, all right? You invest in natural resources. That would be your low 2 that you invest in. That's your 5 years, all right? So there are different investments. You don't have to go to big companies. When you learn how to study, as I said, and do your research. And of course, this information will be available when I'm teaching my metaphysical healing art workshops and classes. For now, I'm dealing with 2 health issues and the going into being a contractor for the company I work for. You get to do that for a year. I will finish at the cancer center in April of next year. Plus, I'm dealing with they took out my thyroid 30 years ago, so I'm dealing with that medication and trying to get that balanced up. So I think I'll be balancing that up in a couple weeks. So I have a lot on my plate that I'm dealing with in health issues and work issues. So as soon as this stuff clears up and I can actually have a life again, then I will be teaching the workshop. So for now, remember, 7 different avenues of investing in yourself. That's how it works. And I always say, and then Trump had to step in, I will get rich off of pennies, because pennies have babies called dollars. And then he's taking the pennies away. Dude, why you gonna rain on my parade? Seriously, go get a life and get out of mine. What is he, listening to my podcasts and my videos and stuff? Are you kidding me? Dude, go get a life and get out of mine. And life is love, love is life. Blessing from Reverend Ms. Lewis. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for your support.